What we have here is that the students in Mr. Sanchez's room are converting distance measured from miles to kilometers. To estimate the number of kilometers, Abby takes miles, doubles it, and subtracts 20%. Renato divides first by 5 and then multiplies by 8. So what we want to do first is write expressions for each of what they did. So we're going to take what Abby does, and we're going to write that. And we're going to take what Renato does, and we're going to write that. So see if you can write an expression for each of those. See if you can write it in math. If you're stuck on Abby, try Renato. I think his is a little easier to write down first. What do we get? What do we think? How could we do Renato's? If he gets some number of miles, what does he do to that? M divided by 5 times 8. That's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. Right here, he multiplies the result by 8. Abby's is a little bit trickier to get down. So again, Abby starts with a number of miles. What does she do to it? She doubles it. How could I write this? She doubles it. Times 2. 2m. Then she takes away 20%. So we're going to take away. So we're going to subtract. How do we do 20%? 0.2, 0.20. Is she just taking away 0.2 or 0.20? 20% of what? Of the result of 2m. So it's 20% times 2m. She got extra with it. So what we want to know is, do they get the same answer? Looking at this, it doesn't look like it. But let's see if we can simplify either one of these. Let's look at Abby's. Is there something I can simplify on Abby's? All kinds of funky stuff happening over here. Can I simplify this? Yeah. It's multiplying because I don't have addition, so I don't need to like distribute. But I can take 0.2 times 2. We can do that. So we have 2m minus 0.4m. Can I simplify that more? If I have 2 monkeys and I take away 0.4 monkeys, ew, that's sad. Mangoes. I have 2 mangoes and I take away 0.4 mangoes. I give it away before I eat it. Because mangoes. Yeah, so we have 1.6 m. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad to compare. Let's look at Renato's now. See if we can simplify his and make it so they compare. So let's see if we can get it into decimal. M over 5 times 8. Well, we could write that as m times 8 over 5, or 8m over 5. Because when we're multiplying, we multiply across m times 8, 5 times 1, right? That's the same thing as 8/5 m. Okay, would that play around? What's 8/5 as a decimal? So this is 1.6 m. Does that help us answer part B? Will they get the same answer? Yeah. They had the exact same result. I'll switch colors again. So yes, they have the exact same simplified expression. It's the exact same expression when they simplify. So they have two totally different ways of thinking about it, two entirely different ways of starting out, and yet they're both right. This is something that we do within here a lot, because a lot of times there is not one right way to start. There might be some that are easier than the other. Renato's definitely looks simpler at the top. But the way that Abby did it was 100% correct. She just looks at it a little differently. And that's okay. A lot of what we do in here is going to be, can you justify it? Does it mean the same dang thing? And does it work? It doesn't have to match exactly. There's a lot of options here. We're getting to the point in math where it's very customizable, which is fun. Okay, so it's all about making sure we can simplify things correctly. We're playing with this math like it's made of Play-Doh. We're squishing things around, changing its shape, gonna turn it into snakes, gonna turn it into, I don't know, catapults, caterpillars, gummy bears, worms, confetti, I don't care. We're gonna make it into all kinds of stuff. We're just playing with it like Play-Doh, so we can squish it around and smush it and move it all kinds of places, okay? So what we're gonna do next is, yeah, we'll do this one. We're gonna look at the, oh, not page 86. I'm gonna go with page 12, because it's usually the one after this. Last year it was we had our book in an entirely different order. I'm gonna go with, this is probably page 12. But I will look and confirm, because everything's in a much different order. Should have this exact picture on it. Yeah, it's page 12. Page 12. Okay. So we're going to build a square swimming pool in a backyard, because we are living our bestest life ever. And we know it's square. Other than that, I don't know what it's about. I don't remember how big it is, because I've forgotten. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to surround it with tiles. I know that, because life is good. But I need to figure out how many tiles to order, and I've forgotten how big my pool is. So I've written some expressions here so that we can try and figure out which ones make any dang sense. So there are 5 expressions there. I want you to see if any of those would build the border on my pool. Okay? Give it a try. And I'll talk you through it in a couple minutes. So take like 5 minutes. Tops. See what you can think of. So 1 minute for each of these expressions, all right? Look at it, see if you can figure it out. Gotta find my pool. I found my pool. Okay. So I want us to see how many pieces it's gonna take. Stop that. Okay. Yes. Yes. Let me write you that. Yes. I have an answer. Just one second. Oops. Okay. Oh, some of those are gross, but hold on. Would this make this frame? Dr. Darcy. If we label the sides of my square as S, would this make the frame on it? Okay, give your shots. Think about it. Cool. Found it. Still don't remember how many this is. Alright, so maybe let's try 2 less filthy sides. Yay, those are less gross. Another manager stuff. All right. What do we think? If the side of my pool is S, does anyone see one that works or doesn't work? To build the frame around my pool. If the side of my pool is S, What is S squared gonna be? What is S times S gonna be in terms of my pool? What do you think? What would it be if I took the side of my pool times the side of my pool? That would be it would be S squared. But would that tell me about the area around the outside or the sides of the pool? What would it tell me about my pool? What's length times width? Remember? What's length times width on a square? It's our area, right? This is the area of the pool. That won't tell me how many tiles I need to buy. That's not helpful. Okay, so if we're looking at how to build the sides, maybe I just need to look at around the outside of my pool, 4 S's. What if I just build around 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides? With the same length as my square. Got 4 sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Did I make a frame around my pool? Did I make a good frame around my pool? Right there. I'm missing stuff. So the 4 S's one, that's not good either. It loses the corners. I need space in the corners. So 4S doesn't have these. Boo. So what do we need to do to make that be better? What do we need to add in? +4. So this guy, for surezies, that makes 4S +4. So that one works. Oh, that feels better, right? Is that the only one that works though? What we have is a lot of pieces. Can't I arrange them quite a large number of ways? Let's see what these are. So S +1, that's saying, all right, I've got a side and a brick, and a side and a brick, and a side and a brick, and a side and a brick. How many S +1s do I have? I have 4 S +1s. S +1 means I have this side and a corner. I have 1 side and 1 corner. If I have 4 sets of a side plus a corner, that's a plus, does that work? Did it work? Is that enough pieces to scooch in and make my tile border? Yeah, that one works just fine. Because I can take my side and my corner and smash it here. And take my side and my corner and put it here. And take my side and my corner and put it here. I can take my side and my corner, my board's not sticky, and slide it right in. It still matches up. It's all the right number of pieces. It's just arranged in a different way. So we already said that all the rest of the match, we've got that weird one. Second from the bottom, 2S + 2, S + 2. It's a lot of 2's, lots of S's. So let's see if we can arrange our chunks to make that. So two sides. Here's one S. Here's another S. I got two S's. What is S plus 2 going to be? What do I have left here? I have S plus 2. I have S plus 2, right? So this is one whole long side. S plus 2, if my stylus disappears. I'm going to erase it here. That's a side plus my corner. A side plus my two corners. One side plus both corners. And that's twice. And two individual sides. Right in the space. Okay, so it's another example of there are so many different ways to arrange things. There are so many different ways to arrange things. Because 4S plus 1, that totally worked. That was these guys, exclamation points. 4 S's plus 4, that worked. S plus 2, S plus 2 plus 2 S's. That works too. I can arrange them in all kinds of different ways. If I fully simplified this one and that one, they would both be 4S plus 4. So fully simplifying makes it easier to see what's working and what's not working. Okay? Questions on 5. Okay. So, what we're gonna do next depends on if I can find my pile of papers. Or we're going to do this. Aha, I got it. Okay. So, I'm gonna say something without saying a certain word. In this class, at least once a chapter, you're going to have a partner activity, usually cards, like the card thingy that we did the other day, where I pick your partner. In order for me to pick your partner, I need to know what's in your brain about the topic, about stuff we haven't talked about yet. So I need to know your instinctive mode, okay? To do that, we do a little thing individually without talking to our neighbors that I then use to make your partner. I was going to use the T word. I was going to use the Q word. So it's a little pre-quiz that I am not grading for correctness, okay? Because we haven't talked about it all yet. I want your instinctive reaction, where I will then pick your partner based off how you guys think. So, I know I'm not grading it, therefore the instinct is name, turn in, done. Means you get another partner who does nothing on the paper, okay? So try your best, show me what's in your brain, and you will get a partner who at least thinks similarly to you do. Okay, so that's all it is, all right? So we will do at least one of these a chapter. Again, I do not grade them for correctness here. If we do one afterwards, I'll put it in as like a correctness thing so we can see how we improve. But the first one will never, ever be graded for correctness. I'm looking to see how you guys think, okay? So this is gonna be the last thing we do today. When you're done with it, put it in the burn bin, and there's not homework over the weekend. So just do this. Do the best you can. Give me what you got. We have not necessarily talked about all these things, and holy cow, the copy quality on this is beauteous. Okay, and then the partner activity that we do, that I pick your partners, we're going to do next week, near the end of the week. Okay, so show me what you got. Do the best you can. Not super high pressure. Pass them down. Do the best you can. Give me what you got. All that jazz. Okay? When you're done, put it in the bin. And then you're done for the weekend.